Welcome, everybody. This is Jeff Herring, the host of the Content Profit Show, and we are so glad you're here. And part of the we have something very unique today and special. We have a mother-daughter duo joining us in just a few moments. For that, couple of announcements. If you're listening to this live or you're listening to it on the replay, you can find both the live cast and the video both the live cast and the podcast at thecontentprofitshow.com/little e17. Stands for episode 17. Thecontentprofitshow.com/E17. E17. All right. So typically we do Monday and Thursday shows. We're not doing a show this Thursday. I'm going to be up in North Carolina volunteering for an organization called Lighthouse Family Retreat, local Atlanta organization that works with families living through childhood cancer. So we usually do week-long things. But this is a new attempt to do weekend things. And as soon as they told me the mountains of North Carolina, I was like, yeah, I'm in. Sign me up. So our next show will be next Monday. And we'll have a long-term friend, colleague, student, Gina Carr, who will be coming in and bringing us incredible stuff, and we'll do even more incredible stuff with her. Now, let me introduce to you. This is Carol Robinson and Rachel Walker. And
no, Robin.
What? Robin?
I'm Robin. My daughter's Rachel.
Why did I say Rachel? Because it's your daughter. When we talked about your daughter, that's why I want to save myself here. Thank you, Robin Walker. And tell Rachel we said hello, or we called her name out on the show. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
So glad you guys are here. Now,
thank you for having us.
My pleasure. We've got some interesting stuff to do today. So give us, the short version, 3 to 5 minutes about what you guys have gotten into and how that came about.
You first, me first. Go ahead.
Either one of y'all can go.
Well, we've been in business for about 36 years, and a good portion of that, I was out on the road doing deliveries by myself, and so learned a whole lot about how to manage vehicles and problems while you're out and around by yourself. And anyway, I thought that was kind of common knowledge. And then I have two friends that within a year or so of each other, their husbands passed away very suddenly, and they were left not knowing how to do anything, because all the things your spouse takes care of, you don't even think about asking how to learn to do it. And so they were very overloaded, and of course kind of embarrassed that they didn't know how to do a lot of really simple things. And since I had been out and around a lot and done a lot of things by myself, they would call a lot. And so coached them through a whole lot of different things, not just vehicular, but around the house too. And but it took a couple of years for them to feel really confident that they could handle life on their own without having to call somebody, and especially if it was late at night, and they had the water running everywhere. And so anyway, my daughter and I, she had, and I'll let her talk for a minute, but she had been managing an auto parts store, and so we got to talking about how sad it was there was nowhere reputable that some ladies could go and not be embarrassed that they didn't know anything. And so we decided to start putting this together as a somewhere ladies could go. You don't have to hunt all over and know whether you're going to get the right advice or not.
Yeah. What a fantastic idea. And Robin, you own a parts store?
No, I was a store manager for
Okay.
Nationwide.
Okay.
Store.
Wow.
So I saw on a daily basis, my check engine light has come on. What do I do? Is my car going to blow up? Can I drive it to Houston? Is it going to be okay?
Yeah.
It was
How do I change my wipers?
I don't want to talk about that. Okay.
Okay.
But there were people that would come in that, my fuel cap fell off. I don't know how to put it back on. I don't even know how to open my fuel tank. What do I do? So we saw it on a daily basis, and
I bet. And so here's an embarrassing story. I had checked the fluids in my 98 Jeep, and I must have been just not paying attention, because the next time I opened the hood, there was no cap on the oil,
Oh,
you
no.
know, and I searched all through down, around everything, and it not got caught. It's, who knows where it is. But I walked into the parts place and said, I need a oil cap for a 98 Cherokee. And they kind of looked at me like, forgot to put it back on, didn't you? Like, so
you get fuel and set the cap up on top of the car and forget to put it back on and just drive off, and it's gone.
oh
But
yeah,
I saw some great things. People using socks and sponges as wiper blades because the last set wasn't installed properly, so it flew off, and so they had put a sponge on there so it wouldn't scratch the window, or they put a sock on there so it wouldn't scratch the window. So we saw some great stuff.
I've used a credit card to get the ice off my windshield. So you guys have put together a system really to help people, particularly women, do all these things that they don't know how to do. And I think that's wonderful. One of the things that y'all have talked about, Carol, is I love this name, shifting gears from dependent to independence.
That's the automotive section. That's what Robin has been the main contributor for.
Okay, that's awesome. And then tell us what the other title is. Y'all get ready, because you know how I like alliteration. Well, this is super alliteration. Go ahead.
This is going to eventually be more than just automotive. It'll be personal security. It'll be home maintenance. Just simple. Yeah. Well, maybe finances. We may have to get help on that one. But it's the Sisterhood of Suddenly Single Silvers.
I knew that was coming, and it's still great. The Sisterhood of Suddenly Single Sisters.
Single Silvers.
See, I picture y'all being interviewed on talk shows with that, And,
well, we'll see.
Do you know who Mike Rowe is?
Uh-huh.
Dirty Jobs. Can't you just see him having y'all on the show? I mean, y'all would just be perfect together. I may have to send him a note. All right. So the notion has been a course or a membership. And certainly we can do both. Sharon loves that name. Me too, Sharon. And so let's back up to go forward, because y'all could come up with an incredible amount of how-to articles on Medium, to build a community, to build a list, to drive traffic. And even, just collecting those articles could be ebooks that you guys could sell, how-to ebooks on all these things, how to open your hood. And then that's going to, because we want to help build your list. Plus, you guys have got so much organic traffic and lists just from the things you've done and the people you know. I mean, you guys are going to have to carry a poster board around to advertise, or put it on your car or something. Now we're looking over here on the screen. Keep a maintenance service log, opening your hood, fueling correctly, tires, fluids, jump starting, and warning lights. Now those are what you guys have done so masterfully. There's a website out there called something the builder. Ask the builder, something like that. And all it is a guy that's a home builder, right? And he's taken that topic and sliced it into little slivers like this, okay? And built a whole empire around it. And so you guys could do courses on each one of these things. A mini course on opening your hood, okay? A mini course on, the difference between oil, radiator, transmission, and wiper fluid. What's that joke people pull on folks that don't know about a certain kind of a wiper fluid engine?
Blinker fluid.
Blinker fluid. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Send them in to ask for blinker fluid. Yeah. I love it.
Somebody actually published a coupon online, and Robin said 4 or 5 people came in with that coupon printed out.
I love that.
It was for free blinker fluid.
It's for free blinker fluid.
When y'all are doing your training, that could be a nice little outtake, a nice little humor piece. Okay. Today's special, blinker fluid. each one could be its own mini course, driving people to the big course. At the end of the mini course on opening your hood, well, here's the other things that are standard hassles, and you can get it all fixed here. Okay. And then I really think the super part of this is the membership. Okay. Because I mean, I have a coach that when somebody says, yeah, but can I get enough people in my membership? And his answer always is, do you think you could find 2 people in every state in the United States to join the membership? And then that makes it like so doable. And for you guys, it would be 2 people a neighborhood. I mean, seriously. And so tell me about what you're thinking about with the membership. Are you thinking about, these individual things and what else?
Go ahead.
As far as
You talking about like the home maintenance and things like
Well,
because
not that. I
everything-
want to focus on the automotive today. But are you thinking
okay.
about doing videos or
Yes.
okay, videos?
Robin
That would
has
make
already
more
started
sense.
doing videos.
Yay,
And
Robin.
part of this is that you don't have to do these things by yourself, because I'm not physically able anymore to do that. I'm handicapped, so like if I had to raise my hood, I might have a little bit of trouble.
Okay.
I might could get it up and propped up, propped up and look inside. But there's a lot of things I can't do. But because I know what is under the hood and where things are and all that, I'm not going to drive into some unfamiliar mechanic's place and get taken to the cleaners.
Yeah, you're not going to get ripped off. Yeah.
And that's really the goal. Why should people get ripped off?
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm picturing the membership as, you could do this once a week or twice a week. It'd probably be better to do it once a month, but have the, the fix of the month or the repair of the month or the whatever of the month. Okay. Where you've got the video, maybe an article that was written about it. And then you have a checklist, locate the hood pull in the car, right? And people in certain situations under stress forget that stuff. Now, I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I'm gonna. Long time ago, even before the kids showed up, their mom and I, my car got totaled 2 payments before being paid off. Okay. So we banked the money instead of buying another car. So we used one car for about 1.5 years. She was a teacher. I was a therapist. And I would take her to work, go to the gym, go to work, pick her up from work, take her home, go back to work. Well, one day on the way to work, taking her to work, we had a fuss. Okay. And it was not a good one. And it didn't end well. I mean, we didn't make up for it. She left. So I'm driving to the gym, So I get out of my Honda Civic, okay, and I open the trunk and I put my my briefcase and other stuff for the rest of the day in there in case the car got broken into, right? And grabbed my stuff and went, oh man, because I'd locked my keys in the trunk with my briefcase, right? All right. So I go in the gym, put my gym stuff up. There was a AAA shop a couple doors down from the gym. So I went there and said, hey, can you get somebody to come out? I've done this. And here's where you guys are going to get it. And probably everybody listening is going to get it right away. Then I went back to my car, sat in it, grumbling some more because I didn't even have anything to read. And this is before phones, right? So guy pulls up in the tow truck, says, you locked your keys in the trunk? I said, uh-huh. And he goes, isn't the trunk lever by your foot? And I couldn't even look up. I said, thank you, please go. So, even people that know under certain kind of stress, right, are going to need y'all. And so video, You could do an audio too for people that, want to listen on the road. Oh, I love that. What if they were members and they had access to the podcasts, and something happens and they can just put yours in and scroll to that one? Oh, I love that idea. Okay. The heck with owner's manuals, right?
Have
We
you
got,
ever tried to look anything up in your owner's manual?
oh, geez, it's maddening.
You cannot. I don't know where those people learn to think, but it's not how we think.
No, it's not. It's not. And so, hey, I've got this problem, but I've got Carol and Robin. Let me just punch this in. Boom. I love that idea. Maybe even someday an app for the phone where you can just look it up. Because I'm saying all that stuff because I think you guys are going to be in a position to do all that. Now, we were talking about one of these lessons or trainings a month. You could do 2 and then have maybe like here's how we could bring it together. Because you could have sort of some of y'all out there will remember the car guys, Click and Clack, and their radio show that was popular for so long. Y'all could do something similar, right? But make it part of your monthly. Make it a Q&A monthly in your membership, okay? And that part you broadcast out to the world, or send out the videos, the audios from, driving people back to your membership. Because, I mean, you two, both of y'all are just everyday real people, which I love. That's why I love talking with y'all so much before the show. And y'all would come across just wonderfully with that, don't you think?
I hope so. We're nothing super special. We're just people that, it's really sad to see, and especially with COVID, see how many people now are without spouses and suddenly in this situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I know people, friends in that situation. And so, yeah, and it's an unfortunate turn of events. At the same time, y'all are perfectly suited to be perfectly equipped to be the folks to help in that situation. I mean, between the two of you, come on. Is there anything with the car y'all couldn't help with?
If all else fails, I could ask my husband.
There you go. But don't say that on your show.
We also know a couple of guys that are a little older that have been mechanicking since way back, and so knowing people like that is always a good resource too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys, this is wonderful. I love it. Thank you, Sharon. I'm gonna put this up on the screen because I totally agree with this. Don't downgrade yourself. You are regular people who have harnessed a superpower that can help so many people.
Thank you, Sharon. That's so kind.
That's so sweet.
It's kind and it's sweet and it's true. Okay. And so, Sharon, can they use that as a testimonial? I know Sharon's going to say yes, but I'm just kind of being polite here. Thank you for saying that, Sharon. And like we talked about, and folks, Carol had a great idea. Sharon says absolutely, about taking what we come up with on the show and kind of putting it into a checklist that you guys will get, and then I could add to the show notes too. So I'll do that with this one for you guys. As we're heading towards wrap up, any questions, anything I didn't cover you wanted me to, or any questions?
Not that I know of. We don't, well, I will say we don't have our website up yet, but we will soon.
That's okay. I think we can help with that and the whole thing. Robin, how about you?
We appreciate you having us on.
Very much.
It's a privilege and an honor. Thank you for doing it. So I got one more tip for Robin. Okay. And I don't know if we've talked about this on the show, but you are the mom of 13 kids, right?
Yes, I am.
In a blended family. All right. So when I heard that, the first thing I thought of, that's a football team with substitutes. And I thought earlier, all you guys need is 9 more, and you could have a football game Yeah, right, Jeff. Okay. So
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out.
I think you've made your contribution. Good job. And then
we can let the 4-year-old be the cheerleader.
there you go. I like that idea. I like that idea. Carol, Robin, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being great guests. Hang around because we'll talk after we wrap up the show. Thank you all for being a great audience. Sharon, thank you for your comment, and it's going to really help them going forward. Again, we're taking Thursday off, and so look for episode 18 on next Monday, where we'll host as our guest friend, longtime friend, colleague, and student Gina Carr from Orlando. And we'll actually, she's from up here, but she lives in Orlando now. And we'll do great things then too. Until then, kids, you know what we want you to do? We want you to go use this stuff. And once again, Carol and Robin, thank you very much.
Thank you.